DJ, put a nigga back to the record, baby, and give me this right now.
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Hello, everybody. I'm Ernie Johnson, welcoming you to the NBA on 2K Sports. Excited, thrilled to be here with Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. I'm so lucky. And in our matchup tonight, we'll see the New York Knicks going up against the Cleveland Cavaliers. For the Cavaliers, they're looking to come out strong and make their mark early. They have to look at this game as a great opportunity to do just that. And an extra minute here. Shaq, one of the most exciting moves to watch in basketball, a slashing drive to the rim. Who would you say are the league's best slashers?
I'm going to be quick because I'm not really a guard. I know Kenny probably has a couple things to say. Let me go with Russell Westbrook, freak athlete, attack mentally. Monte Ellis, elite quickness, terrific touch around the rim. James Harden, strength, aggressiveness, ability to draw contact. Tyreek Evans, that's his whole game.
Wow. I thought you weren't going to – how'd you come up that quickly with those guys?
Because I'm trying to give you time to talk, baby.
Man, so I'm going to slow it down. I would say, league MVPs, obviously, Durant and LeBron. You know, those guys, with their mobility and height, you know, LeBron James is like a bullet train, so it's almost impossible to stop him. So I'll end it there, man. But that was quick. Russell, who'd you say?
Russell Westbrook, Monte Ellis, James Harden, and Tyreek Evans.
Wow. It's impressive.
Quite the list. Thanks for joining us.
How did he act like he knew the question you were asking?
We go courtside with Kevin Harlan for the call. Somebody was feeding him the answers.
And a look across all the skyscrapers here in Cleveland, the site of our broadcast for tonight. It's an all-Eastern Conference matchup in today's game as the Knicks come into town for this one. 2K Sports is proud to present NBA basketball. I'm Kevin Harlan with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony, and Doris Burke reporting from the sidelines. And so off the tip, it's New York. And now the New York Knicks starters. Anthony is out there with Porzingis. Then there's Noah. Then there's Derrick Rose. And it's Lee in at the shooting guard position. Here's Porzingis. Here's Anthony. Nice teamwork to set up the big play and make the space for the J.
How about that screen by Noah?
Well, you go back last season, the Cavs had a very slow start to the year. Not surprising. They had a lot of new faces and people they were bringing together. Clark, it didn't look like the powerhouse they would end up being, as we saw.
Well, you know, they were kind of fumbling and bumbling around.
Yo, DJ, put a nigga back to the record, baby, and give me this right now.
Changes those through trade, and that got them going, I think.
And again, Carmelo Anthony.
And it looks like he might just be on his A game today, Clark.
About a minute played so far here in the first. On its way from Irving for two. That's short off the rim.
And those mid-season trades for the Cavs really turned things around. Mozgov came in, J.R. Smith and Shumpert secured that two spot, gave this team an incredible edge defensively.
Here's Rose. Anthony on the wing. Clock at 6.
Yeah, and you know, they built the roster to how they played best mid-season. I mean, it was a great job, I think, by the front office to get the players that fit best into the locker room and into the team style of play.
And it's Rose. This time the assist by Anthony.
Excellent work there in transition.
Yeah, I think it's always better to go early in transition, to attack when it's there, because oftentimes you can beat the defense down the floor.
Now here's Love. Cleveland moving the ball around. Got a piece of it. Stolen by Rose. And now the Knicks on the break. Anthony left side. Drops it in from 11 feet. Anthony's got 6.
Everything going according to the script for them offensively so far.
Clark, shots be falling. That's for sure. They're scoring with a tremendous amount of confidence.
You went straight playground old school there, partner.
Irving against Rose. Kicks it to Anthony. A chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. LeBron with it. Noah picks him up. Stolen away. And again, New York running the court in transition. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up. And guys, what do you think about the hustle stance for the Knicks?
They've come out in attack mode on the defensive end. They've applied pressure and forcing turnovers.
You know, another factor in their offense so far has been their ability to convert and score off turnovers.
Shooting 2.
That free throw good from Porzingis.
Oh my gosh, I just got that.
Last season ended with the Knicks pretty much packing it in, but Clark, it didn't start out that way.
You know what? Not at all. I mean, the Knicks were picked by many, Kevin, to be a playoff team last season. Clearly, things did not go as planned.
No good on the second, so he hits 1 of 2.
And it became clear, thinking about the Knicks again, I mean, it made sense for a team with injuries and being in disarray on the floor to just battle for that lottery.
There they go, finally able to drop one in on their 4th try.
Rose against Irving. Rose goes in. That's his 2nd shot and his 2nd basket. He's 2 for 2.
This is why I love his game. You really have to admire his tenacity.
You know, kind of packing it in for the sake of being better in the future can possibly work in New York for a year or 2, but not longer than that. The media will eat you up there if you don't start making some progress towards winning, pleasing basketball.
And right before Carmelo went down with the injury last season, it seemed like he had added the fadeaway to his game, molded a little bit after Dirk Nowitzki.
Carmelo's reasoning was that he had been burned enough by Dirk's fadeaway, he had to adapt.
That's a great fadeaway to borrow from, for sure. I mean, Melo already has a mid-range game, terrific mid-range game, and this shot makes that even deadlier.
And he sinks the 2nd.
Oh my gosh,
Carmelo
I just
Anthony,
got
the
that.
3rd pick overall in the 2003 NBA draft, was in some pretty good company at the top of that one, as I recall.
I mean, you had LeBron going 1, and of course, Darko Milicic was number 2 on that list. But how about D-Wade at 4? A little bit of a surprise, Chris Bosh. You know, all those guys, with the exception of Melo, have rings.
Mm-hmm.
And back to Melo's top 5 draft mates in 2003 all having rings. You can't choose the team you play for as a rookie. Melo simply hasn't been surrounded by that much talent. That's why it was somewhat surprising that he re-signed with the rebuilding Knicks team last season.
Hey guys, talking about Melo, I mean, he's faced some difficult injuries here of late. That puts all the more pressure on him to win a ring as soon as possible. No way does he want to retire without that chance.
On defense, New York. Love right side. The screen from Thompson. Some nice passing by Cleveland here. The Cavaliers again can't hit. The Knicks on offense. They're on a 14-2 run here. Rose. LeBron with the block. Lee against Irving. Pass to Love. Thompson outside. It's deflected. Anthony with it. 9 points in the game so far. New York, no good that time either.
Well, I think the defense got lucky right there. I mean, he's going to make a lot more of those than he misses when he's got that much room.
Thompson sets the pick for James. At the elbow, it's Thompson. On the wing, Shumpert. He's covered by Rose. And it's Shumpert penetrating. And you can count it. He'll go to the line with a chance to make it 3.
Yeah, terrific play right there. Great strength to finish through the contact.
That's exactly how it should be done. Get the bump, concentrate on the shot, and you'll get the bucket too.
A big group substitution here for Cleveland. Chris Anderson is checked in for Tristan Thompson. Fry comes in for Kevin Love. Richard Jefferson, he's checked in for James. And Mo Williams subbed in for Kyrie Irving. Well, nobody said, Greg, being in the NBA was for the faint of heart. The Knicks in a few short years have gone from a playoff team, unfortunately, to the worst team in the NBA.
Hard to fathom, Kevin, that the Knicks did enter last season with playoff aspirations, but that quickly vanished. They were just completely overmatched and overwhelmed.
Now, here's Fry. There's a screen by Williams, and Fry kicks to Williams, and it goes as the official calls the foul. Count it. He'll shoot one more at the free throw line.
You know, it was a bit of a roller coaster year for Mo Williams. I mean, he had that 50-point breakout game, but then later traded away to the Hornets.
And that one falls for Williams. Well, and of course, Mo Williams, Clark, shipped to the Hornets for their playoff push and helped out there.
I thought overall, Kevin, Mo had a really strong year given his age. Probably his most productive season since his early 20s.
Now, here's O'Quinn. That's no good. Couldn't get his first shot to go. And Jefferson wide open. He shoots. His three-pointer's off the mark.
Boy, just by his body language, Kevin, you can tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Yeah, it seemed like he had great rhythm on that. You can see the disappointment in his face. Yeah, great look, but disappointing with the miss.
Boy, what happened on that one, Greg? I mean, that's almost an automatic shot for him.
Now here's Shumpert. There's the pick. 5 to shoot. Feeds to Fry. Misses the 3. The Knicks leading by 6. Out to the right wing. Holiday against Williams. Holiday, the pass to Thomas. There's the dish to O'Quinn. That one falls, coming off of Thomas's feet. O'Quinn's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. And the pass to Fry. Outside jumper. Passes it to Jefferson. And he dunks it after the pick frees him up.
And how about the execution on that play? The screen was set up in exactly the right spot.
And the finish wasn't too bad either.
Perfectly designed and perfectly executed.
Now here is Holiday. He's had some playing time, but no scoring yet from him. Jennings dishes to Holiday. From the top of the key, he buries it. And the Knicks lead by 9. Cleveland's gone 0-3 from three-point land. Nothing yet going outside. Williams up on top. He's guarded by Jennings. With 4 seconds on the clock. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact and he'll shoot 2. The Cavaliers shooting their third and fourth free throw shots of the night.
And 75% on the season as a unit from the free throw line.
You know, I know that's an aspect they've been trying to address as a team. I mean, they've got to get those free throw numbers up and improve.